Hello again, welcome back to another video. Just going to quickly review today's action, so Friday the 1st of November. I did put up a few bets yesterday with differing success. First one was Battleborn Lad in the first at Wetherby. It was 3-1 when I put him up, backed into 13-8. It was actually a non-runner on the day. A bit disappointing really because the Skelton sort of hot shot fancied horse actually ended up getting beaten, so I thought it was a very winnable race. Obviously a non-runner. West Balbell was pulled off the back of that Skelton horse going and losing, so again another non-runner. We did have Liam Swagger in the juvenile hurdle at Wetherby. That was a winner. 6-4 I tipped him up at. He did there was a bit of 7-4 available. I think he went off 11-8 SP. Won by a nose, but I thought he was always doing enough, to be fair. And we had Personal Ambition losing the match race up at Otoxeter. A bit disappointing really, just didn't jump well enough. I think Look Away looked really impressive jumping wise. It did go off a little bit shorter than we put him up at, but one of those, getting beaten at a horse race is always a painful one. Sunset Marquesa, I think I butchered the pronunciation on the video yesterday. Tipped him up 2-1, actually went off slightly bigger, about 9-4. Just bumped into a good one. David Pipe's horse went and won the race very comfortably, 13-length winner. Our horse was back in second. So mixed day. I mean, there's some fantastic action at Down Royal. I say fantastic action, some sort of real non-races. But it's good to see a lot of the stars coming out. Yellow Clay was very impressive in the novice hurdle there. Bright Days Ahead went and won, beat Daddy Longlegs. Actually, I said it was a no-bet race. I thought Daddy Longlegs was the value at 2-1. He was fairly well backed. Brighter Days Ahead actually drifted out to 6-5. I did end up having a little bit of money on that, then back into 4-5 on. One, always doing enough. Was a little bit novice-y still over a few of her hurdles, but I thought it was a decent win. Certainly puts her in sort of good stead for the mare's hurdle at Cheltenham. Firefox did what he needed to do. There was nothing particularly special about his win, but again, a massive Arkle chance there. I'm going to go through a few bets that I'm going to be playing tomorrow, so at Ascot and Wetherby, also Down Royal as well, and I'll also reiterate the bets that myself and Liam have put up for the Breeders' Cup over at Del Mar. But I'm going to start at Ascot. It's a pretty tricky card punting-wise, to be fair. The only horse that I'm really keen on, to be fair, is Chianti Classico. Goes well fresh, off a workable mark as far as I'm concerned. About 3-1 in the Gold Cup handicap, which is grade 3. I think that's a fair enough price at 3-1. Like I say, goes well fresh. Course and distance form. Should win. Over at Wetherby though, I quite like in the 115 Tedley for the Twiston Davis yard. Went and won the last day, got a £7 claimer on board. I think it has every chance. 9-2. You can actually play it 3 places each way on Bet365 in a 7-runner race if that's the way you're inclined. I can't see it being out of the top 3, to be fair, so if you're being a little bit conservative, wouldn't put you off from doing that. And the 150 is a really interesting race. Obviously, Lucia's coming back out. It's going to be interesting to see how she fares up, obviously, after I tipped her up for the mare's hurdle. There is one at a price that I would half fancy. You've got Royal Eagle for Gordon Elliott in there at 8-1. I thought it was really good form, actually, the last day. Not beaten a million miles by Jatara for the Harringtons. I think Royal Eagle's got a chance, but I think Lucia is just a class or two above these. Katira for the Skeltons at 222. I think she's just got an awful lot going for her. The price is really sort of the price has gone over the last couple of days. I was hoping to be able to back her about 4-1 or so, but I have had a very small bet at 11-4 today. Next, you've got the Charlie Hall Chase, which I mentioned. Obviously, we tipped up Brave Man's Game at 13-8 in the week and to post. He's into even money, best price, general speaking, about a 4-5, 5-6 shot now. I think he should go and win the race. I think French Dynamite's a handicapper, a glorified handicapper, to be honest with you. Conflated past his best. I think even money, Brave Man's Game's more than fair enough, and I think that's worth taking if needs be. Goblet of Fire next. I do actually quite like the chance of this. We did have him when he won the last day. 3-1, workable in terms of price. He's up £6 for the last win, but he was always doing enough. He was never pushed out too much. Race fit, of course, having run about 10 days ago. So I think Goblet of Fire is a good bet, 3-1, second favourite there. And in the 408 at Wetherby, I really do like Top of the Cotswolds. At 8 to 1, he's £11 down from his last win. Got a first time claimer on board, taking off another 7, so you know, £18 down on his last win. He is a 10-year-old, so there's not going to be much improvement there. I think he's got enough. I think he's got enough room in the mark to give him a very, very good chance. So I think 8 to 1. You can play it each way if you need. I think he's got every chance. Finally, the Down Royal card. It's going to be really interesting to see Romeo Coolio, of course, a horse I'm really keen for either the Spud Race or the Gallagher Novices. However, he's going over 2 miles 1 tomorrow. See how that goes. I mean, he might even get found out for a little bit of pace. He's not the sharpest. I think he's a 3-miler going forwards. Time will tell. 2 to 7 on. It's absolutely no bet, but I'm going to be interested to see him coming out. And Gordon's been putting in a lot of these short price winners over at Down Royal, like he always does. The Ladbroke Champion, I think it's a really interesting market. I mean, Jerry Colombe was sent off at 4 to 7 on in this last year. Hell of a race, narrowly beat Envoy Learn, who's running again. Obviously, there's a 2-year age difference between the two. Jerry Colombe's actually 4 to 5 on this year. You've got Hewick in there as well. But I just can't see Envoy Learn at 10 recreating the kind of level of form that he has done for the rest of his career. So I think 4 to 5 on about Jerry Colombe's actually a decent enough price. Won it at 4 to 7 last year. I don't think the race is any stronger. And at in the 320, I really am keen on Pinkerton for Noel Mead. 11 to 5 current price, second favourite. You got Founder 50 is the favourite there. Pinkerton's carrying a stone less than the favourite. Similar RPRs, and it's race fit, having run less than 2 weeks ago on the flat. So I think that was just going to be a pipe opener. I think Pinkerton's stands every chance. Based on RPRs, stone difference, I think he's the winner. So I think 11 to 5 is a good price there. Just to reiterate as well, of course, Breeders' Cup's going to be sort of everyone's talk for the this evening. By the time this video comes out, these races are going to be running in an hour or two. So, you might have to have fast fingers if you're going to back any of these. The first tip we put up was Ikoro Sieg. We put him up at 9 to 2. He's into 3 to 1 favourite now. In the Juvenile Turf Sprint, that's at 9:45 this evening, if you're watching this on Friday the 1st of November. We've got the Juvenile Fillies Turf, like Victoria again, like I say, shade of odds against at 11 to 10 yesterday. Into 4 to 5 best price now, should just go and win. East Avenue as well, going to be interesting to see that. That's been backed decently, 13 to 8, 7 to 4 general price now. The Wacko Kid and the Juvenile Turf, though, that's one that has drifted out to 11 to 1 now. So there's certainly room from an each way angle. You get 4 places in the race. So yeah, do feel free to have a punt on those if you are watching this in the first few hours of it coming out. Tomorrow we got bets in the Turf Sprint, Bradsall, the Distaff, Torpedo Anna, who's short enough, Breeders' Cup Turf, Rebels Romance, the Classic. It's just all eyes on City of Troy. I won't be backing him at the 7 to 4 that he's currently offered at. However, I would just love to go and see the horse win. Cinderella's Dream in the Fillies and Mares should just go and do it. And then Port Fortuna. We've also had the news that Diogo Velasquez has been scratched. So Port Fortuna is an absolute piling job at this stage. Again, please do let me know your thoughts below. Hopefully we have a couple winners tomorrow. It was a bit of a disappointing day today. A couple non-runners where I think they really should have gone in. A couple seconds, and obviously we did have the winner in the juvenile hurdle there at Wetherby. Like I say, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will be back next week with some more videos.